This is page 79. Headphones or subtitles, please. So use each number line to find a difference. You know that subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. Okay, so there's that, but then use the number line to show it even more. So here's positive 5. This number line doesn't help us so much as, let's make a new number line. So here we have 0, here we have positive 5, and here we have negative 8. So this problem shows on this number line where it's saying, what is the difference between 5 and negative 8? Well, you can see that that is 13 units there. So 13. And now you also know that adding a negative is like, subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. So it's going to be 13. So you're starting negative here, and you're going more negative. So if you start at 3.5, here's 3.5. You go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go the half to negative 8. The denominators are the same, so you can add the numerators. Starting negative, going more negative. Starting at negative 7 and going 1, 2, 3, 4, clear down to negative 11. This is starting negative and going negative, starting at 0.5. So you could work a number line, or you could do it a different way, but I'll start with negative 0.5 here on the number line, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3.5, down to negative 4. Alright, find each difference. Starting negative, going more negative. So that's 14 plus 22. Looks like negative 36. This is negative, but then subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. So now we have different signs, subtract. So you gotta go negative 12.5. You actually don't need the negative right now. Just do 12.5. And then minus 4.8. But line up the decimals. And now, bar from there, get 1, get 15 here. 7 here, and 11 minus 4 is 7, 7.7, and it's going to be negative 7.7. Okay, let's do a little reminder here. Please remember to show your work. Notebooks are a good place for this. No work, no password. Right. Okay, so this one here, subtracting a negative is like adding a positive, and you know that the denominators are the same, so you can just add the numerators. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 over 3 equals 1. Subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. 65 plus 14, 75, 79. First I added 10, and then I added 4. 65 plus 10 is 75. 75 plus 4 is 79. Okay, this problem is a little more interesting because we have several things going on. First of all, subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. So now, here the problem, I'm going to give myself a little more room to work. Make my eraser bigger. Okay, so I have negative 2 over 9 plus 3. Okay, first thing though I need is a common denominator. So I don't have a common denominator. Not yet. So I'm going to multiply this side by 9 and this side by 9. So now I have negative 2 over 9 plus 27 over 9. These are different signs, so I have to subtract. So I have 25 over 9. And now just do division. 25 divided by 9 gives you 2 times 9 is 18. Subtracting gets 7. So we have 2 and 7 over 9. 2 and 7 over 9. Subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. Now, we know that you can add mixed numbers using the whole numbers first. We could do improper fractions, but that would be more work. So 24 plus 54. Now I need to add these two together. 3 over 8 plus 1 over 8. Same denominators, so I can add the numerators and get 4 over 8. And that is the same as 1/2. So it's 78 and 1/2. A girl is snorkeling 1 meter below is negative, and then dives down is negative, another 0.5 meters. How far below the sea level is the girl? So let's write this out. -1 minus 0.5. Equals, so she's starting negative, and she's going more negative. So that equals negative 1.5 meters. The first play of a football game resulted in a loss. Loss is negative of 12.5 yards. Then a penalty resulted in another loss. That's also negative. What is the total loss or gain? So negative 12 and 1/2 minus 5, so that's negative, so it equals negative 17.5 yards. A climber starts descending. Descending is negative from 533 feet above sea level and keeps going until she reaches 10 feet below sea level. How many feet did she descend? So, if there's a cliff right here, right? She's right here, the climber. So this is 533 feet above sea level. So it's right there. And that's negative because she went down that 533 feet, and then she went 10 feet more. And that's minus 10. So it's going to be minus 533 minus 10 equals negative 543 feet. Eleni withdrews negative 45 from her savings account. Then she used her debit card to buy. Buy is also negative for $30.15. What was the total amount Eleni took out of her account? So 45.00 and then 30.15. Okay, these are both negative though, so you need to do same signs, add and keep. Looks like negative $75.15. Mandy's trying to subtract 4 minus 12. She asked you for help. How would you explain the process of solving the problem to Mandy using a number line? Well, I would say you're starting positive and going in the negative direction. So, here's 0, and you're starting at positive 4, but you've got to go 12 in this direction. So that's going to put you at minus 8. That's what I would say. Alright, thanks.